Hi, this is Matt Callahan, Vice President and General Manager for the Tri-City ValleyCats, and you are listening to Troy Story, a podcast for the Collar City.
When I was at the stadium, when we were doing our pre-interview and we were kind of walking around and looking at all of the memorabilia, I loved that you guys had in the front office there all of the bobbleheads. I think the bobbleheads is one of the most recognizable items associated with the Valley Cats over for many people's entire involvement or attendance of the games. I mean, the giveaways are sort of a notable part of baseball games in general, but Valley Cats obviously do them very well too. And the bobbleheads are one of the most, I think, memorable pieces of giveaways that the team does. And you had a whole array of them lined up in the office. I couldn't even tell you. And it was a mix of players and elected officials and just like notable figures like Uncle Sam, obviously from Troy, New York. Where did that idea sort of start from, and how do you decide to pick who gets a bobblehead?
You would think that I probably would be more well versed on the history and introduction of the bobblehead as a giveaway. I honestly don't know kind of when that became so popular, but minor league baseball in particular has embraced it, and it's a extremely popular promotion for us every year. Some years we did one, some years we did three, and we've sort of settled into a pattern where we do two a year at this point. One is typically a baseball player that has connection to the Capital Region. So many of our former players, JD Martinez, George Springer, Jose Altuve, Hunter Pence, Ben Zobrist, Dallas Keuchel, the host of the players that played for the Valley Cats. But we've also done a number of the old Albany Colony Yankees that we mentioned previously, the Jeters and Pettits, Posadas, Bernie Williams. And then there's the whole other side too, which is much more pop culture or, local culture or just entertainment. So it's brainstorming. We sit around, we have a couple promotions meetings, we call them. Every night is a different promotion, and we always talk about the bobbleheads during that meeting and just throw wacky ideas out there. This year we're doing Relish. So we do a hot dog race every year, and Relish never wins, but Relish gets their own bobblehead. So I don't know, maybe they do win in the end. But it's stuff like that, just fun stuff that we think people can connect with, and people will enjoy getting and displaying once they receive it.
For those who don't know, I worked for Mayor Patrick Madden for 7.5 years, and that's how I got to know Matt. And there was a Kathy Jimeno bobblehead, I don't know how many years ago and back, who is the former Rensselaer County executive. And for those who don't know, that is Patrick's sister. And so at one point, a Kathy Jimeno bobblehead made it to City Hall and was displayed proudly behind the mayor's desk until the end of his second term. So I always have a laugh when I think of the bobbleheads. And one of my personal favorites is just the Uncle Sam bobblehead, which sits in our kitchen. Yeah, the bobbleheads are great. I think it's really fun to hear like the backstory behind even just the local team history, how you guys pick those personalities and decide to promote them.
Yeah, and that's really what led to the mayor's race. So we did years ago, we did the mayors of the Tri-City bobbleheads, which led to the idea, similar to what the Nationals do with the president's race. Let's make these oversized mascot heads. So we have the mascot head mayor race every night, and we have a whole collection of former mayor heads that are around too. So sometimes they'll make a sneaky appearance as well. You never know.
I was wondering what happened to Patrick's oversized mascot head, and now we know it's somewhere in a closet. So
it's safely stored in the promo room.
Troy Story, a podcast for the Collar City, streaming everywhere you get your podcasts.